Today marks a milestone for Canada's military. This is the first time a Canadian helicopter, a Chinook helicopter, has flown Canadian troops into combat in a theater of war. As the sun rose above Kandahar airfield, a column of Canadian soldiers marched into what was about to be a landmark mission. They would be penetrating deep into Taliban territory in a raid on insurgent bomb-making compounds. To get there, they would be going into battle on board a Canadian helicopter, a first for Canada's military. To mark the moment, soldiers hung the maple leaf inside the Canadian Chinook. But as they pushed deeper into the hostile Zari district, it was safety, not symbolism, that mattered most.
We don't have to take our vehicles down windy, narrow roads. We don't have to check for IEDs. We don't have the threat of being blown up.
The Canadian Chinook, along with two British helicopters, swooped down just north of the village of Musha, dropping off nearly 200 Canadian soldiers. As they fanned out into the green poppy fields and mud walls of the vineyards, they faced no resistance from the Taliban. With Griffin escort gunships circling above providing cover, the insurgents simply chose to abandon the area instead of fight.
The helicopters landed us right where we needed to be. We were right on top of them before I think they really knew what hit them.
With the help of sniffer dogs, soldiers searched several compounds. They netted caches of small arms, explosives, detonators, and other components the Taliban used to make IEDs, or improvised explosive devices, which have been responsible for more than half of Canadian deaths in Afghanistan.
What we were trying to do was strike deep into Zari to disrupt insurgents in a command and control and logistics node.
After a thorough search of the area, it was time to load up for the trip back to base. The mission had been yet another test for Canada's fledgling air wing in Afghanistan.
It was a tremendous sense of pride. I felt that we had accomplished something.
A mission accomplished safely and successfully, and likely not the last time Canadian helicopters will be flying troops into battle. Stuart Greer, Global News, Kandahar.